Hi everyone, welcome to MASH Math. We are studying chapter 14 statistics, exercise 14.1, question 2. Let's see the question 2 from textbook. Consider the following distribution of daily wages of 50 workers of a factory. So here it is given daily wages in rupees 500 to 520, 520 to 540, 540 to 560, 560 to 580, 580 to 600. Then number of workers. So those who get 500 to 520 are 12 workers. Those who get 520 to 540 rupees are 14 workers. So number of worker is given. Find the mean daily wages of the workers of the factory by using an appropriate method. So appropriate method means we have three method with us: direct method, assumed mean method, and step deviation method. So any one method you can use it. In question 1 I explained to you all three method. In the introduction separately I have explained to you. In this question I will go for step deviation method, because step deviation method you don't have much calculation and it's very easy. So I'm going with step deviation method. So I have written down the question, the two columns as it is given. I have written down daily wages in rupees. What is given I have just written down this way: 500 to 520, 520 to 540, 540 to 560, that way. Then number of workers, so that becomes our FI. So then 12, 14, 8, 6 and 10. So what is given in the question, the two column I have written this way. So next step what we have to do is we have to find out class mark, that is XI. XI is actually what? Class marks. Okay. So XI, how to find out? When in the introduction part, when I explained to you the direct method, there I told you XI how to find out in shortcut. Okay. So class marks normally we find out first. We have, this is upper limit and this is lower limit, right? This is called upper limit. This we call it lower limit. Okay. So class mark, how do we find out XI? Whether both you have to sum up lower limit plus upper limit. I'll write down here for your sake. XI, we find out upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Okay, so that's how we find out XI. So no need to do here, I'll just explain to you here. So that is 500 plus 520. 500 plus 520 will give us 1020. Then we divide by 2. Okay, so that's what upper limit, lower limit, divide by 2. Okay, so sum up, divide by 2, get 5 times 10, 1 time, then 2. 5, 10 we are getting. Okay, so we will write down here 5, 10. So once you write down this, what you have to do is next find what is a class interval. Class interval is in the step deviation method also we have to find out class interval. Okay, class interval. Class interval we find out like this: upper limit minus lower limit. So upper limit is what? Upper limit is 520. You can take anyone you can take. So upper limit is 520 minus lower limit is 500. So that means how much we are getting? 20. This is our class interval. Okay. So once you know what is the class interval, we have to just plus with that. So when you plus with that, we will get the class interval. So with 510, you plus, just let me check it here, whether everywhere you are getting the class interval 20. 540 minus 520, 20. 560 minus 540, 20. So 580 minus 60, 20. 600 minus 6. So everywhere the class interval is 20. So now what we will do? Just add with this 20. So 510 plus 20 will give us 530. So with this 20 you add, you will get 550. With this 20 you add 570. With this 20 you add 590. So that's how you will do XI. So don't need to do like this calculation. So no need to do all this calculation. Just you do the first part, you do the calculation. Next you have to just go on add what is the class interval. So that is XI. So next step what we have to find out? We have to find out DI. And DI, how do we find out? xi minus a. Okay, so what is a? We have to find out. This is our xi, but a is what? So we have to assume here. So exactly center value we have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 numbers are here. Exactly center will come. This will come exactly in the center. So this is our a. So now how I told you, no need to calculate this. I explained in the introduction part. Please go through the introduction part. I'm not going to repeat it again. In the introduction part, step deviation method, I explained to you how to do this easy way. So di, actually it is xi minus a. Xi is this all xi. So xi, so 510 you have to minus from a. 530 you have to minus from 550. 550 you have to minus from 550. 570 you have to minus from here. This you have to minus from here. So instead of doing that calculation, shortcut how to do I told you. So where it is a, just write there 0. Okay. After writing the 0, what we have to do? What is the class interval we found out? Class interval is 20. Just write down the tables of 20. So here it will be 20. Here it will become 40. So same way 20, 40. Then top it will come in negative. If you want to check it, you can check. From 550 minus 510, you will get 40. This is big number, so it will become negative. 530 minus from here, you will get 20. This is bigger number, so minus. So if you want to check, you can check it. But you can close your eyes and write like this shortcut method I taught you. Just put 0 here. And what is the class interval? Table you just write down. Okay. So that is di. So next column what we have to find out is ui. So ui is what actually? Di upon h. So what is di? This is di. So upon h. H is what actually? H is class interval. So this is h. Class interval is h. So h is what? 20. So that means di upon h means minus 40 upon h is class interval is 20, right? So 40 upon 20. So that you have to divide and write it here. But here also no need to do any calculation. Just close your eyes and write down the answers. Where 0 is there, write down 0. Shortcut method I taught you in the introduction part. Please go through that. So where 0 is there, put 0 and just close your eyes and write 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2 and up it will be negative. If you want to check, you can check it. Di is 40. So minus 40 divided by 20, you will get minus 2. Minus 20 divided by 20, minus 1. 0 divided by 20, you will get 0. 20 divided by 20, 1. 40 divided by 20, you will get to see. So you don't need to do actually calculation. Here also no need to do any calculation. That's why I go with the step deviation method. Just class interval, you know, that's enough. Just put the tables of class interval under di. Here just put the 1, 2, 3. So ui is over. Now we have to write down fi and ui. Fi is what? 12. Ui is 2. So calculate. 2 2s are 4. 1, 2, 2. So this is negative. So negative. Then here minus 1. Calculate. You will get 14 only. But here minus. So minus. And this will be 8. You calculate with 0. Multiply. It will become 0. Whichever number we multiply with 0 will become 0. Now 6 into 1, 6. 10 into 2, 20. Okay. So now write down the summation of fi and ui. So when you sum up, this what you will get? This is actually negative. So 20, 30, 38. So minus 38. And this is 26. So minus 38, 26. What you will get? You will get from 38 to minus 26. 38 minus 26. 2, 1. So 12 we get. But then biggest number is minus. So minus 12. So that's it. So let's write down the formula and then summation of number of workers. It is given to us in our question, number of workers. How many workers? 50 workers. Otherwise you can total it here, but in the question it is given to us total workers are 50. So now just put it in the formula for step deviation method. Okay, I am teaching you step deviation method. So step deviation method formula is x bar equal to a plus h summation of fi and ui divided by summation of fi. So this is the formula. So we know a value. So a is what? 550. 550. H is class interval, that is 20. Then FIUI, summation of FIUI is minus 12 divided by total number of workers, summation of FI is 50. Okay. So now 0 get cancelled. So you have 2 2s are 4, 2 1 2s are 2, negative is here 5. So if you are dividing, can we divide this? What we will get? 24 divided by 5. You will get 4 5s are 20. Then 4. So put 0 here, put point here. Then 8 5s are 40. Okay, 4.8. So here minus is there, plus into minus, then 4.8. So from 550 minus 4.8, 550 minus 4.8. See decimal, here no decimal, so you have to write the decimal outside of it, not here, okay. So now 8, here 0 minus 4 will not come, so we borrow from here, this will become 4. So 10 minus 4 will give us 6, then this will be 4 and 5. Okay. Just one. Here decimal is there, right? So we put decimal and put 0 here. Then from 0 you can't minus 8, so we have to borrow. This is already 10 here. So from here we borrow here, this will become 10. From here we borrow here, this becomes 10, this will become 9. So 10 minus 8 will give us 2. And then 9 minus 4 will give us 5. Then this is 4. Okay. So our answer will be 545.2. So this is our answer. That's it. Thank you. God bless you.